So Dead by Daylight have just posted a teaser video and we're going to talk about it and everything else we know about this mid-chapter update. Kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In today's video, we are going to be talking about everything that we know from Dead by Daylight about this mid-chapter patch. We know that there's more than likely to be a new survivor coming on out. This is pretty much confirmed now that we're going to be getting a new survivor that's more than likely to have boon totems as their special perks. We've been going on this goose hunt for quite a while and we got a brand new video which I will play for you now. And basically, we get pretty much nothing, as all of these DBD teasers go. It really is nothing much, but it gives us a little bit more context clues, and when combined with everything else, we can get a much clearer and vivid picture of what's going to happen. So, if you actually brighten up this image, you can see that we're looking at curtains right here, and it seems that the survivor, whoever is going to be coming on in, might be an actor, might be a witch or someone of that sort that's on TV. We can see there's pumpkins and witch hats and bats on their curtains itself, so they're definitely into the whole spooky vibe. It gives me a big feeling that maybe this could be like a TV show host, or maybe this could be someone that's really good at, you know, witchcraft or whatever it is. So good that they got their own TV show eventually. If you haven't kept up about what Dead by Daylight have been posting on their Instagram, we've seen in the last 3 days or so a bunch of different images, 3 in total, all showing different clues essentially and all connected to the same thing: witchcraft and witchery, black magic, whatever it is. There's a lot of minerals involved, a lot of stones involved. All these stones have different meanings. We spoke about all of them, and they mainly all draw back to the protection is source of everything. In our previous image today that we received, we saw that there was actually a full-on note where the survivor seems to be writing in a book, and it seems as if they were telling a story or maybe getting a vision and imagining something and writing it down. And now that we know that they have their own show, or they're going to be featured on a show, whatever it may be, it looks like they're going to be sharing these stories with the audience. Or if these visions aren't real, it might just be a story that they're writing and they're just messing around with all this witchcraft stuff. We don't really know. One of the ongoing theories that we had was that the new survivor could have been a tome person that we've been learning about named Haddie, who has psychic abilities and is tracking down the Black Veil, who is an entity worshipping cult, in order to expose them to the public. And she goes on these adventures, finds a lot of monsters and creatures, and we kind of connected that with black magic and everything. But it looks like this might be separate. There still is an argument that can be made, but it more than likely looks like we're going to get a survivor that might just be, you know, an actor, and she might be performing lines, or she could just be a real psychic messing with all this witchcraft stuff. We don't actually fully know. Nonetheless, it is quite interesting to make out everything that's currently going on and put all of the context clues together. Again, there isn't much that we can digest from this, but it looks like, in my opinion, this is not going to be Haddie coming into the game, and we might see her at a later point in time. I was going with this theory until the final teaser image that we received. Now it more seems like maybe it could be an actor or someone that's just giving on his show. We can hear the applause in the background. We can see the bright stage lights coming out when the curtains do open, and it just makes me think of something completely different. Now, there's also other theories that people are saying that maybe this is someone from the Hag's village before, you know, she was transformed into this monster when she was actually Lisa. Well, she still is Lisa, but you know what I mean. And when she was alive in her village, there might be other witches and sorcerers that were working on these totems and hex totems, and that's why, you know, it could correlate to boon totems and they could come into the game. It would make sense from a lore standpoint, but honestly, I'm not too sure. In my mind, I feel like this is just going to be a brand new ordinary survivor, and maybe she has connections with someone like Jane Romero, who we know is a talk show host, so it could be something very similar to that. Would be interesting to see the dynamic in the fog now. It seems like we're all on the same page with the new character to be involved into witchcraft, or, you know, whatever the case may be, and this one kind of throws a curveball. Maybe she's an actor, or maybe she just has her own show, or maybe she's a guest on a show. We could see. I always bring it back to that Ed and Lorraine theory, and it would be quite interesting. We know Ed and Lorraine went on a lot of different shows, and they spoke about all of their experiences, and people, you know, believed them. Some people didn't believe them. Well, most people didn't believe them. It's always fun to bring it back. I don't think they're coming into the game, but I think the stories are very similar. Obviously, in our last video, we made that connection where there was a china cabinet and there was a lot of items in there, and I said that this could potentially be Haddie putting all of her cool things in there, but now reevaluating, it could just be the room or the house of this new character, and that's just, you know, the things that they're interested in, and that's just their TV show host. Similar to how we have all our gaming stuff around, and we play games, we make videos on games, it's the same kind of way. But that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe for some more Dead by Daylight content. As always, I'm the King, until my crown, see you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.